What is going on, guys? This is a second video I'm going to do over remote ID. This is very simple, but I think it is appropriate to tell people how I believe they've been fooled, because they've done this trick so many times, not only with remote ID, but this is a very simple trick that the owners of the world have been playing humanity with for ages. It is a very simple, naive trick, and it's pretty stupid, but somehow it works here on planet Earth. So let me describe it for you. Very simple. Well, they find a single bad incident, and then they broadcast it massively over the media, all over the screens, and then that's the first step. The second step is they make everybody guilty about that isolated incident. So then they start saying that we need more rules and more restrictions to avoid this kind of isolated incident, which is pretty stupid, but it works. And that is a spell that they throw on the people. It is a spell. Why? Because I am only accountable for the consequences of my actions, not anybody else. And to put more restrictions is not going to stop people from doing bad things. You can punish those people, yes. Just find the guy who's responsible for that bad incident and just punish that guy, not anybody else. So they make the people who are under this deep spell then starting to ask for more chains and restrictions. So they've been doing this for ages. Sometimes they even ask for more restrictions or more laws when they already exist, those laws. So I'm sorry to be the one saying this, but someone has to tell you that you've been fooled so many times. So that the first step of this trick, it doesn't matter if they cannot find an isolated incident. If they don't find it, they just make it up, or they stage something, or they just make it up. And then once they broadcast it all over the media, the people believed it, even though later on they might say it was a mistake. Like a bunch of the drone incidents that they've been broadcast over the media, then later on they say, oh, this never happened, or it was a mistake, or we cannot prove. It doesn't matter, because sometimes when they admit they made a mistake, they just say it some little article somewhere where no one finds it. It doesn't matter, because once they broadcast it all over the media, which is their weapon, it is a weapon used against humanity, everybody believes it. So it doesn't matter if later on they say and they write some lines in some isolated article that no one is going to see it, that we made a mistake. It doesn't matter. The damage is already done. So this is the trick that they put everybody under a spell to justify remote ID. They did it over and over. So in my first video, I explained what this doesn't make any sense and is not going to provide any security to anyone. If what they are going for is security, they would just enforce something really different, which, in my opinion, it would be like mandatory geofence in all manufacturers. That is the only way you can increase a little bit the security of the airspace, which is supposed to be the goal here. But no, it is not. The goal is your data, and of course to clear the skies for the corporate drones, which the corporations are the ones who own the government. And I investigated this over years and over decades, and I come to this conclusion because the government, teaming up with the corporations, they totally destroyed my profession, which is I'm a songwriter. As you can see, that's an ASCAP award. and that's a Grammy nomination. Um, they've been playing us for probably 20 years, and they've been laughing in our face. And they've been, for instance, I'm tied up. I would just take all of my songs from the streaming platforms, but I can't. And you know why? Because the government, they put a law, a consent decree law, which I cannot take out my songs, which I own the copyright from the streaming platforms. I am obligated to give away my work to the streaming platforms out of a royalty that it was set up by someone who worked on those platforms, disguised as a judge at the Department of Justice. That's why I don't trust these guys, and I know who they are and what they are, and I know when they play you. So, okay, I'm living off subject here, but this is the same tricks that they've been playing us for ages. So, this is the trick, and this is the spell. And despite all this nonsense, I'm happy. You know why I'm happy? Because I'm seeing so many people discovering the spell and the lies for the first time. Like a lot of people, they know that this rule, it is illegal. It's being set up in an illegal fashion also because we know that they they organize meetings that's supposed to be public with the corporations in privately. Well, that only thing would make this illegal, and we know that it overturns the Constitution. We know that it violates rights, privacy rights, and you know they're doing a lot of bad things. They're giving away our position to criminals. You know, this is very bad. This is really really bad, and I thank I thank those guys, which are, to me, they're just a criminal organization. And I'm very thankful because they're showing us what they are for the first time in ages. So, guys, this is a spell. I hope you find this useful, and I see you on my next one. Bye bye.